Welcome everyone, welcome startup teams, and Happy New Year to all of you. May 2021 fulfill your dreams and your business goals. I'm going to do a short introduction and I will just share a few slides, so bear with me one sec that I share my slide deck. All quiet. I think everybody can see my slides. My name is Michael Duyes. I'm the startup liaison in the US, and I'm really excited that you've joined us for this Holland in the Valley event. A critical success factor for startups is the availability of an ecosystem that fosters entrepreneurship. To grow and scale, startups need access to talent, to knowledge, to capital, and to markets, and of course, government. The startups you will meet today are a witness of our drive to present to you innovative tech pioneers that can deal with the global challenges of today. The US is known for its speed, its maturity, its attitude to risk, the availability of talent and capital. And it's this unique combination that makes this a true spirit of entrepreneurship and a mentality, a mindset that we actually need. So we're on a mission to help promising Dutch startups launch in the US. This is the reason we've started Holland in the Valley, a public-private collaboration. And we love our startups, our investors, our mentors, and our corporate partners. Together, we've built a flourishing ecosystem, and that's one hell of a chemistry, and I want to thank everyone for being a part of that. At Holland in the Valley, we believe in mentorships. And we do this with a great group of partners, and I'm proud to have you all on board. Putting in all the efforts with a collaborative mindset to provide fantastic support to Dutch startups. So on behalf of all startups and Holland in the Valley, many thanks for your continued support. Today, I believe, is a great example and proof that these partnerships work well with Silicon Valley Bank, co-hosting and organizing amazing connections to our Dutch founder teams. So many thanks, Gerald and John, for being here, for helping us out, and for the spirit of collaboration. And I'm looking forward to further cement and build on our relationship. And then, also a warm welcome to a brand new corporate partner at Holland in the Valley, ASR Verzekeringen, ASR Insurance. I'm really happy that you recently joined. And today, ASR will be represented by Paul Kossijn in the Holland in the Valley room. Now, startup entrepreneurship at times can be hard. We all know that. And each startup is different and unique, and they have a unique role to play in this world. Today, it's not about being the first, because you are all selected. Now, one of my great inspirations is Steve Harvey. And Steve Harvey calls himself a constant work in progress. And for me, that's what startup entrepreneurship is all about. Pivoting, find your way, adopting, showing resilience and the determination to make it happen. I mean, did Philips start out as a global leader in health and well-being, a medtech provider? Did Netflix start out delivering on-demand entertainment and producing content? No, these companies were pioneers, inspirational examples of companies that shifted their business model multiple times and grew exponentially because of that. In today's event, we want to give a voice to a selection of Dutch entrepreneurs that want to make it big in the US and that are taking part in CES 2021. But in this world of numbers and statistics and products, we want to remind everyone that stories make your company stand out. Tell me a story and it will remain in my heart forever. So to all the startup pitchers, please remember that. Today is about sharing your stories, exposing you to a group of amazing mentors and some of the smartest people that we know from various industries here in the US. And by the end of tonight, you have been able to share your story, your company story, with over 50 people. I don't know how many people you will get into your stand at CES, but I guess this is a great start. NL Growth Labs and Holland in the Valley are mentor-driven programs. Mentoring is incredibly powerful and important for business success. And I think many successful business people have had a mentor. Let's think about this. Warren Buffett was mentoring Bill Gates. Steve Jobs is well recognized as being a mentor for Mark Zuckerberg. Dr. Mary Angelou was a mentor for Oprah Winfrey. So the list goes on and on and on. Startup founders learn most from other founders with relevant startup experience. And these mentors provide a solid and a valuable outside perspective. As an entrepreneur, if you want to be successful, you have to jump in all the way. We all know that. And each and every one of you, you jumped in all the way to fulfill your dreams. And I greatly respect that. Mentoring is a two-way street. Now, think about mentoring as a salto mortale, as here on the picture. There's a hand that is reaching out to you. You can see the jumper here, and the jumper has the knowledge that there is a hand, a helping hand, that can also provide some additional guidance where needed. Where would this jumper, this flyer, how you want to call it, be without these hands reaching out? So there's a soft landing in our mentoring ecosystem. And mentoring in our network, in the Bay Area and in the US, they have deep knowledge about the situation on the ground. And they can help you familiarize and attune yourselves with the US entrepreneurial practicalities. And this is why mentors play a vital role in our ecosystem. And they can help you founders really gain a competitive edge in the US ecosystem. And this is why we've organized the Pitch and Connect event this morning. So how will this event work? Well, we have 3 rounds of pitches in 3 different breakout rooms. Room number 1 is Silicon Valley Bank, hosted by Gerald Brady. Room number 2 is the Holland in the Valley room, hosted by Dorrit Roest and myself. And room number 3 is the East Coast room, Silicon Alley, hosted by my New York colleague Joren Poldermans, together with Tyrone Pater from Chicago. Each room will have 4 to 6 expert panelists, or call them judges. But there's also an amazing lineup of expert mentors in the room as well. Each round will be for 50 minutes. And every startup will have 3 minutes to pitch their story. This is one, and then 4 minutes Q&A. In each round, the host will open up also to the wider group of expert mentors for further feedback and further questions. After each round, there will be a 6-minute break before we move to the next round. The judges and the mentors stay in the room. The startups move from room to room. Don't worry, we will move you all automatically. And you are about to embark on an amazing journey to 3 top destinations. To be really honest, we cannot give you a more engaged experience online than this. After round 3, we will have a 6-minute break again, and then the different panels will evaluate and pick the top pitches of today. After that break, we will have the ambassador for the Kingdom of the Netherlands, Mr. André Haspels, come in the meeting room as well to announce these top pitches. And there's a really, really nice reward for these top pitchers. But again, I tell everyone, it's not a competition, but we do want to share the recognition and the opinion of the panel with all of you so we can all learn. Now, finally, I call on all the mentors. Look at the teams that you will see today. Who can you help some of these stars achieve their business goals, their innovation goals? And is there one that you can help maybe finding a new market, finding a new audience, finding a new customer? I'm looking forward to the pitches, super excited. We are now going to be moved to the different breakout rooms where we will start with the pitches. So let's get started and please enjoy this event. Thanks and see you in a bit. We can move to the rooms. Hey, hi everyone. So it's been a tough call because we had really great pitches. Before we going to announce the top winners, I first want to give the floor to Wiebe Wagemans, serial entrepreneur from the Valley. He just wrote a book, The Secret about Silicon Valley, and he want to give some final comments from his experience to everyone here in the room. So Wiebe, the floor is yours. Provide some general input that you think is really important for our Dutch founder teams.
Thanks, Michael, and thanks, by the way, for organizing this. Great job. One thing that we've obviously looked at your pitches and so forth and given you feedback. One thing I'd still want to mention and spend a couple of seconds on is what we call dead wood on the cap table, or in proper Dutch, kreupelhout. For the simple reason, because it's a mess in most European startups I've at least worked with or have been on the board of. It's dead wood on the cap table is a disaster. It sometimes even blocks you from raising funds in the Valley. So I want to raise the issue. We wrote a whole chapter on this in our book that I just put in the chat again. Really, I'd like to urge you to clean up your cap tables. Because it will hamper you from picking up your next round or get the proper investors on board. Yeah, feel free to reach out to experts, whether it's folks on this forum or lawyers, because this will hamper your growth potential. Thank you.
Good. Okay, Wiebe, thank you very much for those final remarks. What I now want to do, and I want to just make sure that everybody is ready, that we have the top winners from all of the rooms. I know New York is ready. They've picked their winner their top pitch. Holland in the Valley has their top pitch. I think Silicon Valley Bank is deliberating, so it's about to go on. I'm waiting for a signal. Milena, do we have now all the pitches ready?
We need one more minute, Michael. I heard yes. Okay, there is a winner.
Okay, good stuff. A top pitch. So, without further ado, I would now like to introduce the ambassador for the kingdom of the Netherlands in the US, Mr. André Haspels, that will announce the top pitches from the different rooms. André has been in our sessions, so he saw quite a few of the pitches. So the floor is yours, André. Please put on your camera, and we're keen to know who the top pitches are.
Great, Michael. Thank you very much. And good to see you. Good to see all the 17 selected startups. Good to see the mentors, the members of the jury. Thank you very much for participating at these pitch sessions. At the end of a long day, with the opening this morning, of course, the opening session with the round table that we've had of the Silicon Valley Bank Venture Capital roundtable. And then this is the end of a long day with the pitch session. I'm very happy and proud that we organized this, and I would also like to thank once more our Consulate General in San Francisco, which does a great job, and which can actually be mentioned as a leader in our digital events and digital missions, not only in the embassy network here, but also worldwide. So I'm very glad to see that you have confirmed that. That image. Let me also say that promoting startups, promoting scale-ups remains one of our core tasks in our economic field. I would almost say, despite all the turmoil that's probably going on, especially here in Washington, as you have all seen. But we should also continue to focus with what we really stand for, and that is promoting a Dutch interest and promoting Dutch values. And that's why I'm very proud that we have so many participants also at the broader mission, not only at these pitches. All right, then I think it's my turn to call out for each event the top pitches, the 3 top pitches, and I think I have them all, but let's just make sure that I'm correct here. From the New York City room, the top pitch by the jury has been named for Hyber, which is a new space startup. Congrats. For Holland in the Valley, The top pitch is Carbion, and that's all about CO2 capture. And then the last one, I got it, but I have to log in again on my phone because SVB was the last one, but I'm sure that is because of the very good pitches from the other group as well. And they selected they selected Lightyear in the SVB room. Lightyear is cars on solar panels. So congrats to all those top pitches, very well done, but also thank you very much and well done to the other participants. Maybe we should briefly go along the 3 rooms and ask for the a brief elaboration on why they choose this specific top pitch. And maybe first go to Gerald Brady in the SVB pitch room.
Thanks, Andre. This is never easy. Everyone presented very well, and it's really hard to tell a story in 3 minutes. But thank you. Yeah, we thought obviously the potential opportunity to help change the world, the market opportunity here, and the technology solution and the progress they've made was a very compelling story. So congratulations to the Lightyear team.
Very good, well done. Gigi Wang in the Holland in the Valley pitch room. What's your recommendation for the top pitch? Or your... All right, maybe first.
I was on mute.
Okay. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, so we had a pretty big consensus on carbon as the top one. The reasons were a big market. It already has a launching customer and it's ready to scale to other industries. And there's just a lot of other potential markets that could use it. And I think for me, the biggest one is now that we've got Biden and Harris in office, we've got US back in the Paris Accord, and we're gonna work on climate change. And some 3 things that our team members said are areas that carbon can look into is how scalable is the $50 per ton? And the second is, you've got something great. Why are you raising so little? And then the third hint is maybe don't just concentrate on airlines, because with the world going the way it is, airlines may be a shrinking industry. But beyond that, go carbon.
Thank you, Gigi. And we share your excitement about the Biden administration joining the Paris Agreement and also making a lot of money available for new energy resources, new technology when it comes to research and development and product development. So that's very good news. I fully agree with you. Jorn, in the New York City room, your motivations for choosing Hyber as the top pitch?
Yeah, thank you, Andre. I mean, it's obvious that space has a lot of space for scaling and expansion. I think in our room, we had a relatively mild discussion, but we had very similar arguments for our number 1, 2, and 3. We just think that the applications for Hyber in IoT provided the best market opportunities, and that their value proposition was best pitched to the rest of the room. Okay, great. Thank you, Jorn. And although we do not speak of winners, it doesn't mean that we don't have a prize for the top pitches. For all the 3 top pitches, they will receive a professionally produced pitch video by the creative minds of viralsolutions.nl. So that is the prize for your top pitch. Well done. A round of applause digitally for everybody, I would say. Congrats. To everybody. I hope that for everybody the day was successful, that you've made good use of your resources and your networks. And I hope that really that today's learnings will support you during the CES 2021, the coming 2 days, as well, of course, as afterwards, to grow your business in the Netherlands, in the USA, as well as globally. So thank you very much. Michael, back to you.
Yes, thank you very much, Andre, for those words. And again, as we mentioned, our intention was to make sure that you could share your story with over 50 people during this week of CES 2021. I think it's a great start. We're in the midst of lots of change in various industries and society, and our goal is to really embrace that change. And we need you, the startups, to actually help make the necessary transition become a reality. So on behalf of Holland in the Valley and the Consulate General in San Francisco and the entire network of the Embassy of the Netherlands, thanks to everyone for your participation. And to the startups, please remember, this event is only the beginning. You are now part of our live community of Holland in the Valley, and through the mentoring platform, you're able to matchmake, to connect, and continue building and nurture relationships from here on. Now, at the end of this event, there is one more round of social networking for those that still have the energy and the appetite. Feel free to hang on. But many thanks to everyone, and see you again at our next event at Holland in the Valley. Bye-bye from San Francisco.
Bye-bye from New York.
Thank you for the organization.